Hi guys, my name's Eric McMillan. I just wanted to share with you some of the information I found while doing my first research project here for this Column 110 class. So the issue that I tackled was communication in the 21st century. My grandfather tells me all the time, he goes, "You millennials can't live a minute without your phones, man. You know what? He's absolutely right though. If I leave the house without my phone, I get anxious, sweaty. Truly, I feel like I'm leaving the house naked. So our generation has become so dependent on this technology and the need to be in constant contact with the outside world that we can hardly function without it. So in theory, you would think we'd be better at communicating. We're great when it comes to text messages, Snapchats, Facebook comments, whatever. But when it comes to face-to-face, interaction, truthfully, we kind of just suck at it. And, this is really a problem. I've watched people my age in public interact with cashiers. It's just awkward, forced conversation. Nobody makes eye contact. But you can be standing there in line buying your groceries and you're carrying on a text conversation. Your thumbs are going a mile a minute. But when the cashier asks, "Do you want paper or plastic?" you freeze and you get a deer in the headlights. Look like, oh, are they talking to me? So, how this kind of relates to me in my personal experience, I'm a critical care paramedic. I'm also a supervisor at the company I work for. So communication is a huge part of my job, be it with the patients, the nurses, physicians, whatever. If I'm not able to establish credibility and confidence, that patient may not feel comfortable with my care, or even worse, I'm working under that physician's license, so he has to feel comfortable, that the treatments and procedures that I'm doing in the field are going to reflect, appropriately on him. But when I started here, I had a minimal amount of experience with soft skills. I was able to carry on conversations, with friends and stuff, but didn't really have much experience interacting with the general public. And these are skills that are expected, and not just this job, but any job. And it's not something that's taught in school. It's on-the-job training kind of thing. So, and I think that as we're becoming more and more dependent on technology, we're getting less and less experience with those kind of skills. So, this is useful to us in a few ways. So the article I read actually discussed something published by a Scottish philosopher, Thomas Reid, back in the 1700s. He documented about struggles communicating his ideas with the public. And this was a result of other philosophers creating an image of what's supposed to be, and essentially what happened is people became narrow-minded and they were only hearing what they wanted to hear. The author of this article compares the philosophical struggle to what we are experiencing now with the liberal media. And I think we can all agree that this train wreck of a presidential election is a prime example of, that kind of thing happening. But by using the concepts in this article, we can identify problem areas with our communication and start working towards a solution. So the article focuses on two key topics: the common sense of communication and the communication of common sense. To make this really, really short, what I took away from this was, in order to have effective communication, you have to have clear, concise ideas that are founded in logic, and you have to gear the information in a way that your audience is going to be willing to receive it. So, thank you guys for taking a few minutes to watch this. I hope this was a clear enough summary of what I found. Also, Miss Wilson, I hope this is what you guys were kind of looking for the first assignment here. I look forward to hearing your guys' feedback, and if you have any questions, I will do my best to pretend that I know what I'm talking about and try and answer them. So, thank you guys.